Welcome to the King James Code 37 video series. This is part 2 of the series. And if you haven't already, download the King James Pure Bible Search software, purebiblesearch.com. It is free and it is the most amazing software. Right, let's begin. Revelation 13:18. This is our foundational verse. If it wasn't for this riddle, this numerical riddle in Revelation 13:18, the King James Bible code would have never been discovered in the first place. So it states, "Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666." So I highlight the word count. And the number 666 or 666 is 37 times 18. Now let us go look at the 666th chapter of the Bible, Ecclesiastes 7. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 27 reads, "Behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account." Okay, now Ecclesiastes chapter 7 contains the word wisdom 6 times. And the sixth occurrence of the word wisdom in the book of Ecclesiastes is Ecclesiastes 7:25, which states, "I applied mine heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even as of foolishness and madness." And the word wisdom, as you see here from the screenshot of the King James Pure Bible Search software, occurs in 222 verses. 222, which is 37 times 6. Let us examine the word wisdom in a little more detail. If we select the case-sensitive button, we'll see that it occurs now 223 times, which makes the 222nd occurrence, 222, of the word wisdom, case-sensitive, occurs in Revelation 13:18. So there again, we have the number 222, which is 37 times 6. Here's Ecclesiastes 7:25 again. "I applied mine heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness." Wickedness, folly, foolishness, madness, we see that in Revelation 13. But what I want to point out is that the book of Ecclesiastes contains exactly 222 verses. Again, 37 times 6. So not only do we have the 666 verse of the Bible occurring in Ecclesiastes 7, the word wisdom occurring in 222 verses of the King James Bible, the 222nd occurrence of the word wisdom, case sensitive, occurs in Revelation 13:18. Ecclesiastes, as a book, contains 222 verses. Now let's look at the word count in Revelation 13:18 as it occurs in the Greek. Right? The word count is sephizo. If I'm pronouncing that right, it's G5585 in the Strong's Concordance. It means to count with pebbles, to compute, calculate. Okay, it's from Strong's G5586, sephos, from the same as 5584. It means a small, worn, smooth stone, a pebble. So what we're talking about here is what we'd call an abacus or a Roman counting board. Okay, abacus, Roman counting board. What we are dealing with here is an ancient computer. That's what they used it for. You'd be amazed. Go look up a counting board on YouTube, and there's demonstrations of them using this counting board with stones, and you'll be amazed at the calculations they can do with rocks. Ecclesiastes 1:9 states, "The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done, is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So I want to talk a little bit about pebbles, rocks, stones. Okay, here's a Wikipedia article about rocks. I just took a little screenshot of it. Many rocks contain silica, a compound of silicon and oxygen that forms 74.3% of the Earth's crust. It's another way of saying that the Earth's crust, the rocks, the stones, the dirt, the sand, the clay, it's full of silicon and oxygen. 74.3%. As a matter of fact, the number 74 is 37 times 2. This material forms crystals with other compounds in the rock. Now let's look at a quartz crystal. Okay, so quartz is a mineral composed of silicon and oxygen. So the most abundant element in the Earth's crust is oxygen. And I believe the second most abundant element is silicon. So the rocks are full of oxygen and silicon, and these two components comprise quartz. Now, silicon and quartz are very important in electronics and computers. Here, a crystal oscillator is an electronic oscillator circuit that uses the mechanical resonance of a vibrating crystal of piezoelectric material to create an electrical signal with precise frequency. This frequency is often used to keep track of time, as in quartz wrist watches, to provide a stable clock signal for digital integrated circuits, and to stabilize frequencies for radio transmitters and receivers. So this is another Wikipedia article, but it's basically saying that our cell phones, our computers, our calculators, whatever is full of these tiny pebbles, stones, rocks, what have you. Okay, this is a quote from a website, ima-europe.eu. Now, IMA, this is Industrial Minerals. I'm not sure what the A stands for, but this is some umbrella group in Europe promoting minerals and mining and whatnot. And what they say is, and I quote, "It is difficult to believe that the most sophisticated computer is basically made up of stone. In particular, its nervous system is made of silicon, which is extracted from silica, and I don't know the rest. You must have to have a membership to read it all. It wouldn't give me all the article, but basically they're just saying what I'm telling you is that our technology is full of these little tiny pebbles, stones, silicon, and there's no new thing under the sun. They're counting with rocks 2,000 years ago. We're still counting with these pebbles or stones." So I want to talk about a little bit about the technology we're going to use to explore the King James Code and biblical numerics in general. Websites that I personally use. Here, javascriptor.net. This is a prime factorization calculator, up to 20 digits. And here you can see I have multiples of 37 entered in. You can see that the repeating 3-digit rep numbers are all multiples of 37. Here this goes up to 777, but the pattern continues. And I use this website quite a bit. Another website I use is numberempire.com. Now it'll also factorize a number for you when you enter it. Here's 666 and it's prime factorization. But it gives you a little bit more information about the number. It'll tell you if it's a Fibonacci number, a Bell number. But what I like about it is it'll tell you if it's a triangular number or a polygonal number. Here we see 666. If you look at the bottom there, there's the 36 triangular number. Another website that I use quite a bit is BibleWheel.com. You get a lot of information about the Hebrew, Greek, gematria. It contains the King James text, but it also contains the Textus Receptus, the Scrivener Textus Receptus. I believe it also has the Nestle Aland if you want to explore it, but this is a lot of information. Here is Mark 1:1 at BibleWheel.com. A little screenshot of that. And one of the early videos I'm going to do on the King James Code deals with Mark 1:1. There's a most amazing numerical pattern in this verse. I can't wait till we finally get there and I can show it to you. Or I should say God showed it to you, because God showed it to me and I'm going to show it to you. But in reality, God is showing it to you. Now, the fact that I use this website is not a total endorsement of, let's say, everything you might find on it. So just use some discernment in that respect. I use it because there's a lot of information concerning the numerics of the Hebrew and Greek text, and it's real easy to use. Okay, another website I use often is Gematrinator.com, for the simple fact that you can copy and paste a large amount of text in here. It's quick, easy. You can get a numerical value. Here is a clause, the final, the end of Ecclesiastes 7:27, an extended English cipher here. It's going to give us 3,330, which is 37 times 90. Like I said, I don't agree with everything that you might find on this site. I don't even pay attention to any of it. I just use the calculator. I mean, we could do this by hand. We could do this with a calculator on your computer, whatever, but this just saves time. Okay, finally, I want to talk about a brief video, well-made video. John Elias, he makes videos a lot better than I do. See, I don't use a script. I don't have it written out. I just kind of put the slide up and talk about it. If I sat down and wrote out a script for the video, well, I'd spend all weekend doing that, and then I'd have to go to work Monday, and we would have no video. The next video will probably be about seals, purpose of seals, or signature, a signet. We're going to detail those things because they are basically what the King James Bible Code is. That is, it is a signature to show who is the author of the work. Thanks for watching.